What's up, everybody? It's JMark from Old Fashioned Football. And if you're watching this, you're going, what's a JMark? Who's a JMark? Make sure you subscribe to Old Fashioned Football. We have a weekly show where we are live talking NFL previews. We recap the last week. We preview the upcoming week. We give out NFL bets. We give out some background, some stats, things like that, some backing to the bets. We give out some fantasy football advice for you fantasy football friends and foes, I guess. And speaking of foes in fantasy football, I co-host with one of my biggest rivals in fantasy football. That's right, my wife. Co-host on the pod and in life, but also a big fantasy football rival of mine. But yeah, we do that every week. So make sure you subscribe. This is quick hits. So if you're seeing this, subscribe. Make sure you get those quick hits. Maybe you can't make the whole show. That's okay. Come back to it. Watch it later. We would appreciate that support. We would appreciate those views, all that jazz. You know how it goes. Trying to be a content creator, trying to be a podcast host, all that stuff's important. The thumbs up are important, the subscribes, the shares, all that shit. Let's get right into it because this is called Quick Hits. You don't want to hear me babble on about what I would like from you. You want to know what I'm laying my money down on. So that's what we're going to do. Last night, we missed on the Bucks minus 4.5. What an epic fourth quarter collapse by them. And what a game by Kyle Pitts. But we did hit on our prop, Baker Mayfield over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So let's get right into Sunday's game. My Bears take on the Browns at Soldier Field. This is going to be the coldest game in Soldier Field history, perhaps. The wind chill is going to be very cold. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points. So I'm going under the 38.5. I do think the Bears will win, but my official lock is under 38.5 points. And my prop, I hit this last week. I said to get down on it. It's only gone up one rushing attempt, but Kyle Monangai over 12.5 rushing attempts at minus 110. Again, cold game, slow game, matriculate the ball down the field. He's going to be running the ball. He's that hard-nosed runner. Anyways, I won't get into too many details. I went into details last night on our show, so check that out if you want the reasons behind the bets. I'm just going through them quickly. Ravens at Bengals. Give me the Bengals money line plus 124. Again, check out the show to see why I like that, but I do like the Bengals to win again. And then a prop, Chase Brown over 3.5 receptions at minus 108. That seems like an easy one for me. He did have 7. I'm not going to get into too much, but he did have 7 against them on Thanksgiving. Chargers at Chiefs. I'm locking the Chargers money line plus 215. The Chiefs are done. They're done this year. Just this year, not forever, but they're done this year. And then O'Marion Hampton, anytime touchdown, plus 155 is my prop. Got one last week. He gets one again. Bills at Patriots. This game, besides watching my Bears, this is the one I'm most looking forward to. This is going to be a great game, but I do think the Bills get their revenge. They win this one, minus 1.5 Bills. And then I got a little parlay for you. Diggs 50 plus receptions, or not receptions, that'd be insane. 50 plus receiving yards, Kincaid 50 plus receiving yards, and James Cook 60 plus rushing yards. Parlay those together. That gives you plus 444. Lucky number. Let's go. Commanders at Giants. I'm taking the Giants minus 1.5. That's my lock. And for my prop, Wan'Dale Robinson, he has been a stud for this team. Over 5.5 catches at plus 115. I think he has around the 7 to 8 range. Raiders at Eagles, I'm locking the Eagles up. I think this is a statement game for them. They hear all the noise. They know they've lost 2 in a row. Then they're not going to let those Raiders hang around. So give me the Eagles minus 11.5. And A.J. Brown has gone over 100 yards 3 games in a row. I like over 63.5 receiving yards at minus 114, but I'm not afraid to play that ladder up to 100 yards. Jets at Jags. I am betting the Jags by a mile. I don't care that it's 12.5 points. Brady Cook, who? He's starting for the Jets, and I think the Jaguars are going to easily control this game. And just for a fun little prop bet, Brenton Strange, anytime touchdown, plus 240. Let's go. Let's move on to the Cardinals and the Texans. That Texans defense is damned good, and it's going to be too much for these Cardinals. Texans minus 9.5. Nico Collins over 74.5 receiving yards is my prop. That's at minus 114. And then Nico Collins over 5.5 receptions at plus 116. There has been a lot of games where he's not hit that mark, but he goes over the yardage. He gets those big plays. I think he gets the catches this time. Packers at Broncos. If you're a Bears fan like myself, this is a big one. Let's go Broncos. Bo Nix thinks they're going to win. Bo Nix's mom thinks they're going to win, and I think they're going to win. Broncos money line plus 114. I also like Bo Nix over 16.5 rushing yards at minus 114. We know he's not afraid to use his legs, and he's going to have to when Micah Parsons is coming around the edge after him. He's going to take off. He's going to get that 16.5 by first half, I feel like. Lions at Rams. Look, the last 4 times, rather, that these two teams played, the under hit, under 50 points hit, actually. It's set at 54.5. Normally, I like to zig when I read that, but it always bites me in the ass. So I'm taking the under. The stats back it up under 54.5 at minus 102. I also like the Rams minus 5.5. I feel like Detroit has not been able to keep up in these games. Now, if you are paying attention, I'm not shrinking. I promise. My chair has slowly lowered this whole thing. For a prop for that one, Puka longest reception over 27.5 minus 120. Time to get some new hydraulics. Panthers at Saints. Speaking of hydraulics, the Panthers are hydraulicing themselves. They're lifting themselves up to lead this division. I did not expect this, but I think they know what's happening, and that's not too big of a moment for them. I don't think this Saints team is all that good, despite beating the Bucks last week. Give me the Panthers minus 2.5. And then I also like a parlay of Olave and Tet McMillan, 5+ receptions each. That's plus 162. Titans at 49ers. The Titans are trash. Sorry, Titans fans. You will bounce back. I think Cam Ward can be good, but it's not this year. 49ers minus 12.5. I think they take care of business. And then CMC longest rush over 13.5 yards at minus 108. Easy money. Colts at Seahawks. I don't know why, but my gut is telling me to take the Colts plus 13.5. And I truly am a gut handicapper. So I'm taking the Colts plus 13.5, whether it's Phillip Rivers or Riley Leonard. I think they stay spicy enough. They have a talented team. They have a talented defense. They're going to be good enough to stay close. Do I think they win the game? No, but I think they keep it close. And just for fun, let's do a little first quarter parlay. Kenneth Walker, 10+ receiving yard or rushing yards. Sorry. Kenneth Walker, 10+ rushing yards. Jonathan Taylor, 15+ rushing yards. Zach Charbonnet, 5+ rushing yards. And JSN, 10+ receiving yards. All in the first quarter. That's plus 408. We're going to make 4 times our money right in the first quarter of that one. Sunday Night Football, Vikings at Cowboys. Cowboys are 5.5-point favorites, and I think they should be more. I know that the Vikings just beat the Commanders 31-0, but the Commanders are a mess. They're a complete mess. Jaden Daniels got hurt again. I think this line is an overcorrection. So give me the Cowboys minus 5.5, and I like CeeDee Lamb to go over 85.5 receiving yards at minus 114. He had 6 catches for 120-some yards last week before getting injured. He has been cleared from concussion protocol. He is playing, and he's just a big guy, big play guy. So he's going over 100 yards easily. Finally, Monday Night Football, Dolphins at Steelers. Steelers are 3-point favorites, and they should be. Tua is not going to do well in this cold. The Steelers are going to handle the job in Pittsburgh. -3 is an easy one. Don't have a prop for you yet. Make sure you check out our Twitter at OldFashionedFB. I will get props up there. I'll probably have some underdog plays on our shorts and everything. So make sure you subscribe. These are the bets that I'm placing in NFL Week 15. Don't forget to check out our full show. And hey, what goes better than football and whiskey? If you're a whiskey guy or gal, we reviewed this one right here, the Whistler, the Good, the Bad, and the Smoky last night. We do a whiskey review every live show. We drink an old fashioned, hence the name Old Fashioned Football. We drink an old fashioned, and then we review the whiskey in the old fashioned. We score it out. We got a Google sheet where you can see our scores, all that jazz. Thank you for checking this out. Good luck this weekend. Let's win some cash. I mean, we're up over 30 units this year, so we're feeling good, and we're gonna win. We're gonna add to that this weekend. I'm feeling good about it. Only 3 units last weekend, only 3-unit profit. We're going to have a lot more this weekend. So let's go. Good luck on your bets. Good luck in your fantasy football matchups. Please subscribe. Please share. Please do the thumbs up. All that shit. I'm done begging you for some help here, because I know you guys are going to get me taken care of. You guys and gals, gals bet and play fantasy football too. My wife is an example of that. Don't forget to let it ride. And I am out of here.